Hey guys, welcome back to Pouring from Coast to Coast. This week it was on me to set the challenge. So there were two techniques to choose from, either an open cup or a funnel pour. Now I have to admit I had an ulterior motive with including a funnel pour in our choices. I have a friend at work that has commissioned me to do two landscapes on 30 by 40 canvases. And the piece I'm doing today is actually a test piece with the colors that he wanted. He owns a lake house a few hours from Houston and decided that he needed some artwork in it. So he showed me some amazing pictures of the sky there and asked if I could do something similar. So guys, this is my practice round just to see how the colors play together and if I can actually do it. Now, the reason I chose to do a funnel instead of swiping, you would think that swiping would be the natural thing to do for a landscape. The funnel gives me more control over the paint and having it go where I want it to go. That and the fact that I really didn't relish having to swipe a 30 by 40 canvas. I could probably do it, but I wasn't looking forward to it. So you'll see me use the funnel in this piece to go back over areas where I may want to add a certain color or even it out a little bit. Remember, you don't have to lift the funnel and let all the paint out in one sitting. If you keep it close to the canvas and only let the paint out in small amounts, you'll find that you're going to be able to control your composition a lot easier. I am going to brush paint a little horizon line there. And the reason I'm not taking it all the way across the canvas is because I'm going to put some land on that left side. And I don't want the line showing up underneath the paint for the land. So I've got the foundation for my little piece of land here, but it's not looking the way I really want it to. So I am going to show you guys a little trick that I have learned along the way. If you don't like something about your painting, take a scraper and scrape it off. Because the paint is wet, you can easily wipe it off the canvas with a damp paper towel and get your composition that you're looking for. In case you didn't notice, I did do this piece in stages. The sky was dry before I started on the land, and the land dried before I poured the water. Now, it doesn't take long for the paint to dry in between pouring because you're going to want to tilt off as much as possible so that the paint is not moving when you're ready to walk away from it. It should be good and dry within about 6 to 8 hours. Please make sure you check out everyone in this collaboration. We have Taneva Baker Art and Design, Amber Goodwin Art, and Michelle Galley with Grateful Creations. Y'all, they are my friends, so be sure and check them out. And now I'm going to go in and brush paint some of the details, try to kind of make it come to life. So I'm not sure what happened to my angle here. I was going to put some glaze over the water, and I don't know if maybe I'd moved my canvas for some reason and just forgot to move it back so that you could see. But I am just putting that Wintermist gray primary elements over the water with a brush. So in learning how to paint somewhat realistic grass, I have found that using hog hair brushes are the way to go, at least for me. They are very coarse and rough, which makes it really easy to paint your grass in a willy-nilly kind of fashion, because we all know that wild grass doesn't really grow uniform. So I got a whole set of these brushes, all different sizes and styles on Amazon. I'll put the link in my description. If you want to do landscapes like this where you're painting grass, I would highly recommend trying it with these brushes. So I'm using this yellow to break up the green a little bit, and I'm holding this brush straight up and down. I don't put very much paint on the brush at all, and I'm just kind of dabbing willy-nilly style. I just, like I said, wanted to break up that green and have it look from a distance kind of like this close-up grass is looking. I'm going through and just doing some sprigs of yellow in a very random pattern. So look at the lake when I'm shifting the angle into the light. Do you see how it turns silver? That is from the Wintermist gray primary elements glaze that I put over it, because water absolutely does change color in different light. So I'm pretty happy with how this piece turned out. Again, it was like a run through for the real thing, but it did give me a chance to learn how these colors would act together, as well as practice my grass skills. Is that even a term, grass skills? That sounds wrong. So I'll be sure and show you the final result when I get done with the larger version. And now for a special announcement. Each year, hurricane season brings challenges to those living in affected areas, but this year has been especially rough, breaking storm records. Helene left a massive trail of destruction behind, and now Milton has pummeled coastlines as well as inland areas. The devastation is widespread, and it will take years to rebuild damaged homes and restore lives. As a community of artists, we know all too well that creativity can be a beacon of hope that shines through darkness. We've chosen to come together to raise money for people who have been impacted by these catastrophic events. We've created videos for you to enjoy and art for you to bid on. Proceeds will be going to the Direct Relief Organization, who is leading the recovery efforts with a focus on medical supplies. Each artist has selflessly created a piece of their art for this auction. Fluid Art Co. has stepped up to do something very special that they've never done before. They've offered to sponsor the collaboration with a special release pigment that they've named Benevolence. The word benevolence represents generosity, volunteerism, and kindness of community. $5 of every jar sold will go towards the fund. This pigment will not be moved into their standard range of colors offered. It's strictly being released to raise money for this cause, and then it will be retired. Please join in and help us make a difference for this important movement by contributing in whatever way you can. Watch our channels, spread the word for us, buy Benevolence, bid on our art. As Alexander Mars said, money is never a goal, but rather a means to do greater good. From all of us around the globe, thank you for taking this on with us. Guys, be watching your news feeds on Facebook for more details about specific times of our videos and the auction. And get your credit cards ready, because you can purchase Benevolence at Fluid Art Co. starting today, Friday, October 18th at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which will be 5 p.m. Central and 6 p.m. Eastern. Guys, thank you so much for being here. I can't wait to see what Taneva Baker came up with for this challenge. Let's head on over to her channel, and I'll see you there.